She says something that triggers you. Your heart races. You're about to fire back with a defensive response that will start an argument. But what if you could stop that spiral before it begins? If you're tired of small moments turning into big fights that damage your marriage, stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll learn the 30-second rule that stops arguments before they start, and why those 30 seconds are the most powerful tool in your marriage. Here's the 30-second rule that stops arguments before they start. When she says something that triggers a defensive reaction in you, wait 30 seconds before responding. That's it. 30 seconds of silence while you regulate your nervous system and choose your response instead of reacting from emotion. Here's why those 30 seconds are so powerful. In the first 10 seconds, your fight or flight response is firing. Your body is flooded with stress hormones. Anything you say will be defensive, dismissive, or aggressive. In the next 10 seconds, your rational brain starts coming back online. You can begin to think instead of just react. In the final 10 seconds, you have enough regulation to respond with intention instead of impulse. During those 30 seconds, do 3 things. First, take slow breaths. Breathe in for 4 counts, out for 6. This physiologically calms your nervous system. Second, ask yourself, what is she really saying underneath her words? This shifts you from defensive mode to curious mode. Third, remind yourself, I love this person and want connection, not conflict. Here's your actionable insight. Tell her you're using this rule. Say, I need 30 seconds to respond well to this. I'm not walking away. I'm making sure I don't say something I'll regret. This turns the pause from rejection into respect. She'll see you're taking her seriously enough to respond thoughtfully instead of reactively. What happens when you skip the 30 seconds? She says, you never help around here. You immediately fire back, that's not true. I helped yesterday. Now you're arguing about who's right instead of addressing her feeling of being overwhelmed. The argument escalates from there, and what started as her expressing a need becomes a fight about facts. With the 30-second rule, she says, you never help around here. You pause, breathe, and after 30 seconds say, it sounds like you're feeling overwhelmed and unsupported. Tell me what would help most right now. You've just prevented an argument and created space for connection instead. Most men resist this because 30 seconds feels like forever when you're triggered. It feels like you're letting her accusations stand unchallenged. But you're not surrendering. You're leading. You're choosing to respond from your highest self instead of your most defensive self. That's strength, not weakness. The transformation happens fast. When you consistently use the 30-second rule, 2 things change. First, you stop having as many arguments because you're no longer adding fuel to tense moments. Second, she starts trusting that you'll respond thoughtfully, which makes her less likely to come in hot in the first place. Practice this today. The next time she says something that makes you want to defend, explain, or attack, stop. Count to 30. Breathe. Choose your response. Those 30 seconds are the difference between the marriage you have and the marriage you want. Comment below and let me know what you are currently struggling with in your communications with your wife. Click the link in the first comment or check my bio to discover an ebook that can help improve your communication with your wife.